Yo guys, what's going on? Welcome back to a new video. Today for you guys, we are going to be reacting to an old video by TimTom called Learning to Hack as a Kid. I don't know what Tim was doing, man, but yeah, we just gonna let it be. Before the video starts, make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for all the support you guys always show. It really does mean a lot to me. Leave a comment down below who you guys want me to react to in the future. And make sure you guys go over to TimTom's video too and leave a like there. But that's all I got for you guys. Let's get right into the video.
I've said it before and I'll say it again.
Oh, boy.
I love computers. I'm a little nerd boy.
Fair.
And I've always been fascinated by the idea of hacking. Even before I really knew what that was, it just seemed cool. It was a mysterious world that only a select few understood. But it doesn't need to be mysterious. It's actually a pretty chill place, and I'd like to show you around. But first, a word from our sponsor. Alright, so there's this brand called Mischief, and every 2 weeks they do a drop. What's a drop, I hear you ask? Good question. See this? It could be anything. Sometimes it's a physical thing you can buy, like a dog collar that curses whenever your dog barks. Here's the thing, though. That one sold out in seconds and got on national news shows, so you've probably seen their drops and didn't even know it was them. Sometimes the drops are digital, like the time they made a font exactly like Times New Roman, but wider, so you can cheat on your next English paper. You're welcome. Anyway, they just released an app, so you can be the first to find out what the next drop is. No two drops are the same, and some of them are secrets only available in the app. See where I'm going with this? No, because I haven't said it yet. The app has a messaging feature, and I'm not sure who the messages get sent to, but somebody at Mischief has to read them, right? So I thought it would be funny if all 1.5 million of you downloaded the app and spammed them with, I don't know, that part's up to you. Poop emojis, Shakespearean poetry, the entire B-movie script. Mischief specifically told me not to say anything about spamming the messenger because it'll bring down their servers or something, but I'm going to go ahead and file that under good problems to have. So I may never get another sponsor, but if we can take down some servers with poop emojis, well, I think that'd be pretty funny. Please go to mschf.com and troll my sponsors. I heard they like Mischief.
That's crazy. Oh, alright. Well, you guys see it.
What is hacking? Most people probably think it's illegal, and to be fair, sometimes
that's
it
what
is,
I thought when
but
I
the
was a
definition
kid.
that I like is getting technology to do something that it wasn't originally supposed to do. Sure, that could be something like hacking a bank's computer to give you $1 million. It certainly wasn't supposed to do that, but it could also be jailbreaking your phone, and there's nothing illegal about that, no matter what Apple wants you to believe. So when I was young and fascinated by the idea of computer hacking, I would search the internet for how to hack and read tons of articles and blog posts about how computer systems work and how to break into them. But one time, I made the mistake of trying to share that passion with my sister. All she saw was a big old juicy opportunity to get me in trouble. She was like, Mom, TimTom's hacking into the government. He's gonna go to prison. And I was like, nuh-uh, hacking isn't necessarily illegal. It's just about getting computers to do stuff that the original designers never intended. And Mom Tom was like, I'm not doing this right now.
No,
despite my sister's best efforts, I learned so many cool hacking tricks that I was basically Keanu Reeves. The only problem was a ton of the information I found was outdated and super worthless. For example, back in the 90s, when you put a quarter into a payphone, it would play certain tones down the line to tell the phone system that you paid. But if you recorded those tones on something like a tape recorder and played them into the handset, the phone system would think that you paid and let you make calls for free. Neat. But back when I tried it, payphones had switched to digital systems that weren't vulnerable to that hack, and modern payphones don't exist. Thinking back on it, a lot of the information I found was about how the phone system works, or used to work, which kind of makes sense. Phones were the network that connected everybody's homes and businesses before the internet was a thing, and phone hacking, or phreaking, as the cool kids called it, used to be a big part of being a hacker. My favorite thing that I learned from my phreaking days almost did get me in trouble.
Phreaking days?
Basically, I learned how those old rotary phones worked, and I figured out that I could dial a phone number by just taking the phone off the hook a bunch of times in the right pattern. Kind of like Morse code. I thought the idea of dialing a phone number without pressing any buttons was neat, but I also didn't expect it to work. So I used that trick to dial the first phone number I could think of. 911. Once the phone started ringing, my heart sank and I hung up, but it was too late. The police had already traced the call. The cops showed up to my house like 30 minutes later, and I was just like, whoa, gee willikers, well, I sure didn't dial 911. No. I didn't press any buttons at all. And I got away with it.
Man,
like
come lock him up.
Hacker. Now, I don't think movies are responsible for my fascination with computers or hacking, but they definitely fueled that flame. My favorite movie of all time is Hackers, a movie that came out when I was a baby. There's a scene in the movie where one of the characters uses that phone hook trick to call someone, and a different scene where he uses the tape recorder trick to use a payphone for free. Most of the hacking in the movie is unrealistic and just looks cool. But there's tons of parts where the characters use actual hacks, and the movie doesn't call attention to it, they just do it like it's no big deal. When I first saw that, I was ecstatic. Like, that would actually work! Or at least it would have, back in the day. Nowadays, hacking doesn't revolve around the phone system nearly as much, and as I've gotten older, I'm usually less interested in breaking stuff. But I still think that mentality is a great way to look at the world. Instead of accepting things as they are or as they were intended to be, approaching everything with a little bit of mischief just makes life more interesting.
I see what he did there. But yeah, guys, that's the end of the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Again, make sure you leave a like and subscribe. Go leave a like on TimTom's video too. And let me know in the comments if you've ever hacked anything. I've never done it, but let me know if you have. But that's all I got for you guys, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. See ya.
Jimmy on the beat, boy.